What's going on, everybody? My name is Kevin Ryan, coming at you with a little bit of a vlog today, and the reason for it is to explain, what's with the delay of Indie Watch. I know all, dozen or so of you tune into my channel regularly for that show and for whatever myself and Dave put out. There's a variety of different, well, not a variety, there's only a few different reasons, but they're pretty big reasons as to why there hasn't been too much in the way of video production. The first is I've just been exhausted, lately, the last week or so. I come home from work and I'm pretty tired and I don't, feel like working on any videos. And normally that wouldn't be that big of a problem, but, my exhaustion from work is only, multiplied due to this skin abscess that I have on my forearm. And for those of you that don't know what that is, it is a glorified scab wound that is infected. And it's pretty painful. It's not like, crazy unbearable pain, but it is a constant throbbing. Depending on, how serious it is, it could heal up on its own, or you have to go to, maybe urgent care and get a prescription for antibiotics filed. Because if the bacteria enters your bloodstream, then that leads to much, much bigger problems that could, kill you. Nowhere near that. That takes a serious amount of negligence for that to happen. But I'm at that point now where I have to go to urgent care. I'll actually be there when this video goes up, and I'll be getting all that taken care of. The third thing is coming up towards the end of September, beginning of October, is a bachelor party coming up on Saturday the 1st that I am throwing for my best friend Zach. He is getting married towards the end of October, and he named me best man, which is a huge honor. Very humbled by that, actually. It's kind of a big deal for me anyway, personally. But I have to throw him his bachelor party. So this past week I have been dealing with the logistics as we get nearer and nearer to that date, and getting everything taken care of, collecting money from everybody who's going to, help me fund our goings on, getting all that squared away. So I've had a lot of different things, that have required my attention, and that's just why I haven't been working on videos. It's, I come home, I'm tired, I'm dealing with this wound that is just pestering me, and I'm busy talking and working with people to make sure this party goes down without a hitch. And so far it seems like it will. And probably by the time we have the party, I will hopefully be healed, because antibiotics do work quickly. They do. Once you start the regimen, it kind of takes care of this abscess within a few days. So I'm excited to get that taken care of. I was hoping to put off the urgent care visit until after the party, because I was going to go to the doctor anyway, because I feel like this may be indicative of a slightly larger problem. But one of the warning signs for the bacteria, at least starting to perhaps work its way into your bloodstream, is either A, you begin to get physically ill, which I'm not, or B, you start to see these faint red lines going from the wound itself to, maybe towards your various lymph nodes. There's one on, just below the elbow, and there's one on your armpit, and I've got a thin red line that I saw tonight going towards the lymph node on my elbow. So I went, all right, well, I have to go now, got to get that taken care of. It's funny, people ask me, it's like, doesn't your health matter more than this party? I went, no. No, it doesn't. Not trying to make myself look like, best friend ever or anything like that, but like, I mean, really, I did not want to put this party off for anything. But I do have to go to the doctor. I do have to throw down that money for the prescription and everything. And it's really not going to derail anything for me personally. I just didn't want to have to do it until after the festivities were taken care of and done and over. But I do have to go. I can't put it off any longer now that I've seen this. So that's a bummer. Oh, silly me. The game in the background is Sunless Sea. I figured I'd throw some footage up on that channel because, number one, the DLC Zub Mariner is going to be launching for it in a couple of weeks. That'll take you below the ocean, which is fun. And also, Fail Better Games announced their next title called Sunless Skies, which we don't have too many details of, but I'll certainly be covering it once we learn a bit more about it. So I'm very, very excited about that. For those of you who are not familiar with Sunless Sea, In a nutshell, it is a roguelite. Really heavy on the reading, but the writing is superb. Absolutely superb. It is heavily influenced by the work of H.P. Lovecraft. A lot of that in there. You could probably tell already just from watching the footage. But you zail, as they say, the Untersee, and you just gather supplies, collect stories, build up your crew, level up, do all kinds of fun stuff. And it's a really relaxing game. It really is just a matter of you sailing around, interacting with the islands, the various locals. And like I said, the writing is absolutely superb, and it really brings everything to life in your head. It perfectly illustrates everything, and it's a really fun game to play, to just sit down and relax and play. Because it's not an overly stressful game, but it can get stressful. It can, if you let it. But I certainly enjoy it. There will be a link actually in the description to Total Biscuit's video that he did on Sunless Sea, which goes way more into detail than I ever will on this channel. So if you're curious about the game, maybe you want to pick it up, I invite you to check out that link and watch that video. It gives a very detailed analysis about what the game is all about. But that's that. That's the vlog. If you guys follow me on Twitter or on Instagram, you might have seen me post the lineup for Indie Watch. I'll be covering Rad Rogers next. I'm hoping to have that video out on Wednesday. By then I'll be on antibiotics, and hopefully, this thing won't be bothering me that much anymore. I'll be able to get back to work and hopefully put that out on Wednesday. I have the bulk of the script written for it, and once the script's written, throwing the footage together and actually editing the video together really only takes me a few hours because I have it, how I have it laid out in my head. Just, there's no trouble there. The script writing is the longest part of the process, really, for me. And then after Rad Rogers, I will be looking at a very intriguing game called Close Your. And then after that, going into October, we'll be examining Little Nightmares, which was a very, very interesting little game that was shown off at PAX. Was it last month? I think it was last month. PAX was? I can't remember. That lineup is still true. Obviously, the dates are no longer true, but that is the order in which I will be covering those games. So look forward to that. Hopefully, this Wednesday we'll get back on the ball. We'll have some Rad Rogers. I'll get back together with Dave. His wife's birthday was also just this past weekend, so obviously we weren't going to record anything. But yeah, we'll get back together with him, record some more Retro Nostalgia Nightmare Tour. But yeah, that's about it. I'm fine. I feel physically fine. I just gotta get this wound taken care of. It's disgusting looking. It's not that big, but it's not fun. I'm not a huge fan of it. But yeah, that's it. Just wanted to update you all on what's going on, and fall's here. Very excited about fall. I love fall. Fall's my favorite season, and it does not last long enough. It really does not. So yeah, that's that. My name is Kevin Ryan. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Take it easy, guys.